Hi everyone, welcome back once again in my YouTube channel. So guys, I hope you remember already I have started one new playlist that is a string concept, right? So guys, in this video I am going to explain one most important concept that is the difference between what equal operator and equals method in terms of string and string buffer class. So guys, this thing I will explain completely with our example, with our Java code. So I will show you how the difference is there in equal operator and equals method among two classes. First is string classes and second is string buffer classes. Behavior of both equal operator equals method are completely different guys. So guys, please be concentrated entire video so you will get more clarity in this concept guys. So guys, first I will show that our topic difference between a string and a string buffer equal operator and equals method guys. Okay, so guys, first I will show you what exactly I want to explain you guys. Let's see, I am going to create okay object with the help of a string class. Let's see, a string s1 equals to new string. Okay, good guy. Guy, I am passing some letters like Java, right? Yes. Then guy, I will create what? One more object because I am going to compare with equal operators and equals method. So guy, if you are going to compare two objects, that means we should have two objects. Yes or no guy? Yes. So guy, a string s2 equals to new string, right? And guy, I am passing here Java only. Okay, I am passing it as a Java only. Okay, then guys see, so how I am going to compare with the help of double equal operator guy. So guys see, sys out, right, s1 equal to s2. Okay guy, s1 equal to s2. So guys, what should be the expected result? That thing I will explain with code base as well guys. Guys, then second thing guys, sys out and get s1 dot equals, right, equals s2. So guys, what should be the expected output for this two guys? Yes or no? So first is I am going to use double equal operator and second I am going to use dot equals method in a string class guy. Okay, this is the first our what concept here. I will explain. Okay, then second thing guy, if I am going to create one string buffer guy, string buffer class, right? String buffer sb equals to new what string. Get in this also I am going to pass some letters just like a Java. Okay, yes. Okay, then I am going to get one more object, right? So this is sb1 and I am going to create one sb2. Okay, this is sb2. Correct? Yes. Okay, I am going to compare two objects. Then guy, I will what print our these two statement, right? Yes or no guy? Then I will show the difference guy. What is difference between double equal operator and equals method in terms of string class and in terms of string buffer class? Only the change will be sb1 equal to sb2 and sb1 dot equal to sb2. Great guy. So guy, this thing I had written the code. So guy, first I will explain okay this thing as our pseudocode, right? So guys, see, concentrate first implementation here. String s1 equal to new string and passing literals, and string s2 equal to new string, then get passing same literal as Java. Guys, you know very well, right? So guys, generally double equal operator is meant for guys check for reference, right? It is used to check the reference compare, right? Yes or no guys? What we know very well, right? If anybody asks you what the exact difference between what double equal operator and equals method, so guys, most of the candidate, most of the person, what he knows, so double equal operator is meant for reference compare, and equals method what meant for the content compare, guys. But it is absolutely wrong, guys. Don't worry, don't confuse, it is absolutely wrong, guys. In some extent it is correct, partially you can say it is correct, but guys, completely it is 100% incorrect. So guys, today in this video I am going to explain this thing only. So why this thing is incorrect? Because double equal operator mean for reference comparison and equals method mean for the what content comparison. It's not 100% correct, guys. It is absolutely wrong. So guys, see, I am going to explain this thing. Please concentrate, guys. See, we know very well, guys, right? So whatever the class we have in the Java, it may be predefined class, it may be defined by us, all are guys child class of what our object class. Yes or no? Because object class is our parent class, right? And whatever we have predefined class or defined by us, that class are child class of the what our object class. Guy, you know one thing, right? You should know one thing. I'm not sure you know or don't know. Guy, in object class, whatever we have the equals method, right? We have couples of method in our object class, right? So the among that one method also what equals method. Guy, do you know equals method in object class mean for what? Guy, equals method which is available inside the object class is mean for what? So guy, in the object class, whatever the equals method we have, that is used to check reference compare, guy. It is used to check the reference of two objects, not the content of two objects. Guys, this thing you should know first. Correct? So in object class, what we have the equals method that is used to check the reference of two objects, not the content of two objects. Guys, if we are going to use our string class, right? Already I mentioned in last video, because directly or indirectly, right? So we are using what our object class only, right? Because every class, already I mentioned you, it may be predefined or defined by us. It is extended with what our object class only. So in object class, guy, what the equals method we have, that is mean for reference compare. Good. Then you know, then you tell me how people is telling so equals method is meant for content comparison. It is absolutely incorrect or not, guys? It is absolutely incorrect. So guys, see, in the terms of a string, class, whatever we have equals method, that is meant for guys content comparison. Why, guys, you know this thing? Because in the string class, what we have the equals method, that is override method. You know very well, guys, what is override method. If child class is not satisfied with parent class implementation, then child class is going to implement as per what its requirement. Correct, guys? So guys, in a string class, what we have equals method, that is override method, guys. So in object class, we have equals method that is used for check the reference compare, right? But in our string class, what explicitly we are going to override this method and we implement it for the what content comparison. Yes or no, guys? But guys, you should know one thing also. In a string buffer class, guys, in a string buffer class, we are not overriding our equals method. We are not overriding equals method, guys. Whatever equals method we have in what object class, same method we are going to use, guys. That's why that time we are not able to check the content, guys. This thing I will explain with our Java code, guys. Then you will come to know very easily, guys. So guys, let's move our IDE. Guys, see, I will already created one what our string package, right? Yes, that is guys string test, right? Yes or no? In this guy I will create one class, right? Guy, check equality of, guy, the class name is check equality of string, guy. Done. So guy, we will have one class along with our main method. So guy, what I have told you, so first I will create one string class, correct guy? So string s1 equals to new string. I'm going to pass one letter, that is Java, correct guy? Yes. Okay, and same one more object I am going to create here. Okay, I will create one more object, but the reference name of this object is different, s2. Correct guy? Yes. Guy, then I am going to compare with the help of equal operator, guy. So sys out, right? And guy, s1 equal to s2. Correct guy? Guy, this is used by double equal operator. Guy, in next case I am going to compare with equals method, guy. Yes or no? So guy, s1 dot equals, we have equals method in our string class, guy. You can see here equals guy s2. Correct? Correct guy? So guy, can you guess what should be the expected output for this? What should be the expected output for this? So guys, I can print here what sys out using a string class concept result okay. Okay, this is the string class I am going to use. I have created two objects of string class. Then I am going to print this result, guys. Guys, same thing I will use for string buffer class as well. Then I will compare. So how in string class equals method is overridden, and guys in string buffer class there is no any override method of equals method, guys. That thing I want to show you. That's why I am going to create string buffer class object, guys. String buffer sb1 equals to new what string buffer, and guys in this I am going to pass Java only. Okay, Java only. Okay, and I am going to copy this line. I'm going to copy this line, guys. I'm going to paste this place, right? But only I need to change the reference variable name, right? sb2, right guys? Then guys, I'm going to print this three line as it is, only will change the name of the variable, right guys? You can see here this thing, this time using string buffer class, right? String buffer class concept, the result is what will print, guys. So this time sb1 equals to SB2. Okay, SB1 dot equals SB2. Guys, I hope you understood what I have written here. Correct, guys? So guys, I have created two objects. One is string object, one is string buffer object. Then I have used equal operator to check our equality of two objects. And guys, same thing I am checking with the help of equals method. Guys, tell me first, can you tell me what should be the expected output? Guys, see. So already I mentioned you guys. So double equal operator is meant for reference compare of two objects. Guys, see, S1, S2 both are pointing different objects. This is S1, this is S2. Guys, definitely this is not equal. Guys, that's why it is false. I hope you understood. Guys, see, this time guys you can see S1 dot equals S2. Already I have explained guys. So whatever the equals method we have in the string class, that is override method from object class, because in object class what the equals method we have, that is used for reference compare of two objects. Correct guys? But in equals method in string class, that is override method, we have implemented as per our requirement. So in string class whatever equals method we have, that is used to compare the what? Content compare. It is used to check the content. Guys, so you can see here Java and Java both content are guys same for two different objects. Guys, that's why the result should be true guys. Yes or no? Yes. Guys, see, this is the string case. Guys, then in string buffer case guys. So already I have told you. So string buffer class, whatever we have equal operator, that is also used to check our reference compare of two objects guys. Okay. Then you can see SB1 and SB2 both are different object guys. They are pointing to different object. That's why guys the output, expected output is false only. Okay? Because this is SB1, this is SB2. Guys, this case also SB1 dot equals SB2. Already I mentioned you. So in string buffer class, whatever equals method we have, it is not override method. So it is not override method guys. That means it will behave same as it is from object class. In object class, what equals method behaves as a reference compare of two objects guys. So guys, you can see this time also both reference are different guys. That's why it is false only. Correct guys? So guys, that is our expected output, expected behavior of string class and string buffer class in terms of double equal operator and equals method. Guys, I will run the application in front of you. We'll see the result is coming expected or not. Guys, see, false, true. Using string class concept, the result is what guys? False, and guys equals method is true. And guys, using string buffer class concept, the result is guys false, false. Guys, tell me yes or no. So what I explained, is it correct or not? Guys, it is absolutely correct. So guys, you just keep in mind whenever if anybody asks you what is the difference between equal operator and equals method, you don't tell equal operator mean for reference compare and equals method mean for content compare. Never you can tell guys this thing. Never you tell this thing guys. You just keep in mind, you can tell. So in terms of what? Overriding concept. If you're going to override equals method, then it will the behavior will be changed guys. A string class, you can see in object class whatever we have equals method, that is what used to check the reference compare of two objects. But guys, in string class you can see equals method we are going to override guys. Then you can see this content are same. That's why you can see result as a true. But in this case of string buffer class, we didn't override guys this equals method guys. You can see even content is same, the result is printing false guys. So guys, that's it from this video guys. This is a very important concept. Most of the time interviewer or in your certification level also, what you may get this question. So what is the exact difference between double equal operator and equals method? So guys, most of the time also interviewer may confuse you. You know or don't know. If you know, how is it? Okay, so guys, you need to give the answer very confidently. Or write the code, guys. If you write the code in front of him, then what? You will understood. You know what? 100% correct, guys. Okay, that's it from this video. If you like this video, guys, please like, share, subscribe. So I will bring such type of what most important concept in front of you frequently, guys. Thank you, guys. Bye bye. Meet very soon in this video.